So this treatment is called the heating compress, and you can use it anywhere on your body. All you need is a cotton piece of fabric like this. White cotton because it absorbs water even better, but you could use any other type of fabric. So you're gonna dip this into cold water. If you want to put it in the freezer, if you're brave, that's even better. And let's say she has a sore throat, okay? We're gonna grab this piece of cotton fabric and we're gonna put it around her neck. Now at the beginning she's not gonna be very happy, but I'm gonna tell her this is cold, it's gonna last about 2 minutes, but your body is gonna warm it up. So I'm gonna put it around her body like this, around her neck. And some people like to use a safety pin. I don't like to use a safety pin because it will stay. You don't need to put a safety pin, because then you're gonna put something warm like a scarf. If you have a small piece of wool fabric, you can put it around her neck. I like the scarf because it's not too thick. This one is really nice. You can just put it around her neck. Now this one, it's okay if you pin it, and if you have like a, just like a cloth pin would be okay, and you can leave it like that, and she can sleep like this overnight. In the morning when she wakes up, the sore throat is gonna be gone. What this is doing is sending blood to the neck, so the cotton fabric, because it's cold, the body is reacting by sending blood, and when the blood comes to this area, the blood is bringing life. The blood is bringing white blood cells that are going to fight the infection, and it's bringing nutrients, and at the same time it's mobilizing toxins and anything that is not good for you. So you're just improving the circulation to the area, and it's going to be warm in about 3 minutes, so she'll be happy and warm. But the first 2 minutes it doesn't feel really good. Now another treatment you can do when you want to improve the immune system is do the wet socks. And this is really simple. I've done it myself, and believe me, you leave it all night and in the morning you'll feel so relieved, because it was any congestion in your body is gonna go down. So if you're tired, you're stressed, you're having finals if you're a student, or you're traveling, just grab some socks. If they're cotton, even better, and if you're brave, put them in the freezer. So you wet the socks, wring them really well, okay, and then you're gonna put the socks on. So let's do this on Sarah. We'll just do one leg. So all this is not gonna be very nice to her for about 2 to 3 minutes. On top of your wet sock, you're gonna use wool socks, really warm socks. These are dry on top of your wet socks. If you have a person that is very young, less than 6 years old, or more than 60, remember they don't adjust their temperature in their body, as easy as someone that's 20 years old. So you can help them by using 2 pairs of dry warm socks instead of just one. So this is gonna help warm it up, and then she's gonna sleep like that. The first 2-3 minutes she's not gonna be very happy, but then she's gonna start feeling the tingling and all the circulation going down to the feet, because the body's trying to warm up her feet. Because remember, the cotton socks were cold, but in the morning the wet cold socks are gonna be dry. So this is how hot they get. All right, so another compress, you can follow your leg if you want. Another compress, let's remove this one, and let's say she had asthma, or she has bronchitis, or something with her chest. We're gonna do a compress to the chest. Now this one is scary to some people, but it works. It really works, because you're bringing the circulation to the area where you need your white blood cells to fight the infection. So you're gonna have a cotton piece of fabric or a towel, and it's gonna be wet and cold. It has to be cold, and you're gonna put it around her body like this, okay? Raise your arms. So this goes on her chest. You can do this for indigestion too. You can do it on your abdomen. And then on top of your wet cotton piece of fabric, you're gonna have a piece of wool, or you can use a sweater. This one I have, I caught this is 100% wool, so it's really warm. So I'm gonna put it around her body like this. Right? And here I'm gonna use also some cloth pins, or you can use safety pins, okay? So this is a heating compress. So her body is gonna send blood to the area, so that way her lungs are gonna be irrigated with good blood, with a lot of white blood cells, and then that's gonna help the healing process, speed up the healing process. Are you cold? Okay, so she's cold, so we're gonna put a warm, nice sweater, and then she can go to bed like this. Okay, and in the morning, after 5 minutes, depending on the person, the compress is not gonna be cold anymore. It's gonna be hot, so she's gonna feel warm, hot, and she's gonna be nice and warm. She can sleep like this, or you can leave it for about 1 hour and a half or 2 hours. So this is the heating compress. Okay, some people, I'm gonna tell you this little detail. Take this up. Some people like to use plastic between the cotton and the wool, between the wet one and the dry one, to keep it wet even longer. I know some people can't sleep if they hear the plastic, so I really want them to relax. So you could put a plastic bag between the socks, between the wet one and the dry one, or you could put a plastic bag, and this one is really easy, because let's say you could use this shirt. Let's say she was naked, and then I'm gonna put the wet shirt, so this one is wet, okay? And on top of the wet shirt, lift your second shirt. Right. We're gonna put a plastic bag on top of the shirt, like this, okay? Or you can use saran wrap, the one you use in the kitchen, to just wrap the person around, okay? If she had, and then you put the sweater on top, okay? If she had an injury to her knee or her leg or her arm, you could do a heating compress on her knee. So let's say she's hurting here. So we grab a cotton. I'm gonna use the one I had for the neck. So a wet and very cold piece of cotton, okay? This is nice and cold. You can put it in the freezer. And then on top of that, you would put the wool, the dry one, okay? And she can sleep like this. If you do it at night, it's better, so the person can be just resting. Okay, she can sleep like that. You can put a pin, safety pin, or a cloth pin. I like cloth pins better. All right, or tape. You can use tape. All right, and this is the heating compress.